Hello. As I keep this tradition of keeping life events significant, I've tried to reflect about how I am doing this past year, and so I made it a point to share my realizations through a video for all of you. Hope you celebrate my 3 years here in Canada with me by watching the video. So do comment if I have triggered your mind, your heart, and your soul. So this is entitled My Lights, beacon, star, fireworks. Celebrating my third year in Canada is more significant, and I could say more melancholic than last year because if I really had control of my reality, if I can do what I wanted, I would not be here anymore. I would be there back home in Iloilo with the persons I love, doing the things I love to do. Why I'm saying this is because before I left, I really programmed my mind that I'm just going to be 3 years here. That's why even my filing of indefinite leave, I had to think of 3 years. But then the moratorium is over. It's 3 years. So truth is, I really never wanted to come here, to go abroad in general, no matter where that is in the world. I am never convinced until now that this is a necessity, that going abroad, that being in the first world nation also means better life. I am trying my best to find reasons for me to relieve myself of these convictions because it will make my life easier here. But I just can't find one. But being here for 3 years, with the way I see things, with my ideals, my principles and values, has strengthened my convictions more than convinced me otherwise. It is so suffocating. That is why no matter how I try to live rather than just exist, no matter how I try to enjoy, appear okay or happy or contented, I still feel lost, existentially anxious, anomic, and alienated. I just know where I am supposed to be. I just know what I am supposed to do. I just know where I am called. I am just drawn, holding on to my vocation in life. So you can say I am just going with the flow, taking myself into a journey in the dark, trusting myself, the persons around me, my family and friends here, and above all else, of course, God, that I will be okay at least. Not totally happy or satisfied, but just okay. Thanks to them, my lights. If I if I were not if it were not for my optimism, to prefer to do something, to take control, to do better, to prefer to see the good in every person, in every situation, draw purpose and meaning from them, I would be a total mess already. My vanity and narcissism, my OCD, helped me in this process because I could not let myself be a mess. Eventually, I will put things in order. I will put myself in order, or else I would be frustrated, anxious, and depressed. I would have lost my mind. If it were not for my stubbornness, I would have given in to social pressures already. I would have lost hope, become dry, shallow, and cynical, become a robot or a zombie, thanks to my own light. So, uh, there's my lights, which are my friends and family, whether they're back home or here in Canada, and my own light also. I wanted to share these things as I celebrate my third year anniversary here in Canada because it will also put into context my gratitude for the gifts God has given me for the past 3 years. My lights and my own light. By themselves, their value, especially my lights, you, my family, and friends, is 100% already. But put into the context of my inner struggles, my shadows, my darkness, they are just priceless. Many of them do not even know that I regard them as such. But this is an opportunity for me to thank them. As I said in my recent post in FB, that these days are significant for me because these are the days that I died to a life I really loved. And these gifts of persons, my lights that I met along the way, whom I made good and great memories, moments and memories, have helped me rise again, find myself and live my life here in Canada. I would not get tired of thanking my family here in Canada. We never met when I was in the Philippines. Maybe we did, but I was too young to remember. But when I got here, they opened not only their doors to me, but also their hearts. Although we have not seen each other since the time I moved from their home last July 2013, I'm always thankful for Tito Kachi and Tito Del, and of course Coco, their dog. They were the ones who picked me up from the airport, and because of that, they made me feel at that first instance, that I will be alright here, that I have a family here. They made me feel at home, initially taught me how to live my life here in Canada. With their guidance and encouragement, I was motivated to look for work, ready to do just about anything. I'm also thankful for Lola Connie and Tita Inday, who both serve as my mothers here in Canada. Even until now, staying with them for almost 9 months, I was able to feel the love of a big family as I one by one met Tito J, Tita Jig, Tito Nonoy, Tita Tess, Tito Ding Dong, Tita Cleo, Tito John, and Tita Dada, and all my cousins. Truly, the warmth of their big family makes me feel I am with my very own big family too, back home. That is why even when I moved here in downtown last July 2014, I always long to go home to Scarborough to be with them. They are my family away from home. And with their gifts of persons, I remain grounded to those same values I was brought up with. With their joy and faith, I remain positive, strong, and open to how life unfolds to me here in Canada. Above all else, they keep me Filipino, grounded and embodying my history, my heritage, my identity, and my culture. This is practically what makes family very important for me and the reasons why I advocate it. The more detached we are, the more indifferent we are to our family, estranged from each other, resonates also how detached and indifferent, even complacent we are of our own identity, history and heritage, and culture. It is easy to lose oneself and drift away, existing without living. That is why thank you for the gift of family, of a Filipino family. I'm also thankful of all my friends here in Canada. It's really an effort to be frank about it. Bring along that experience of Filipino friendship, of barkadahan, or of brotherhood, that is not just only for good times, but more so also in bad times. At the start, I was really frustrated of how trivial friendships are here. It is a come and go, compartmentalized, function driven relationship, each to his or her own. No wonder, apart from the fact that family is also treated trivially, cases of anxiety, of depression, of meaninglessness, like I said, like robots or zombies, are so prevalent. There's no support system that really goes deep down, no matter what. But I was determined, as I promised, to tell and share the story of love I have experienced back home. And as much as I know I needed to, I was driven to meet persons and let them experience the kind of friendship that has nourished and nurtured me, that has greatly made me who I am now. I met a lot of good and great persons, gifts of persons. There's a surge of faces, of moments and memories that made each one unique, each one special, as I bring them all to mind as I write this. I've had ups and downs with friends this year. Fallouts, big and small, lost touch of others, struggling with some, trying to keep things better, together, happy, good, a lot of laughters, and of course, a lot of drama. A proof that our friendship is alive. Above all else, I am very thankful for the gift of reconciliation this year. I have reconciled with several of my friends. It took some time to let things be, but eventually my hopes and prayers were answered. Thanks to friends who helped out. For me, this is significant because it brings relationships full circle at every moment reconciliation happens. It becomes better, it becomes more transparent, more authentic, freer to be who you are. I would ground my friendship more to this experience of having overcome a trial than just enjoyment all the time. Enjoyment is fickle, passing. It does not ground you on anything but just the mere happiness of that very moment. And that's it. After that, mere blurs of all the other enjoyments. But experiences like this, trials, overcoming it, reconciliation, adds value to each other, allows each other to grow, and so becomes lasting. That is why I say that other than my family, my friends have nourished me and nurtured me with all the good and great memories, moments and memories. And with my friends here, with the moments and memories I have accumulated with my friends there, so friends here and friends there, I could not be thankful. I could not be joyful. I could not afford to be cynical or pessimistic at all. No matter how life can be depressing or difficult, I still feel suffocated at times when I feel lonely or cry when I'm anxious and sad. I recognize all that makes me more human than I can ever be. But these moments and memories that I have and are still making with friends and family are like a beacon that keeps me on track, a star that keeps me wishing and hoping and doing the best I can, a fireworks that makes me celebrate every moment with them. And I know that right now many of my friends are forging their own lives. Many things have changed. For the good, others still afloat, but one thing is for sure, as all my friends and family back home there in the Philippines can testify, I will always be there for all of you. I accept changes, but I accept it so that I can manage myself and take control of myself as much as I can so that I can grow, become better, and share more myself to others. To all of you, family and friends, again, you are my lights. That's plural. As I celebrate my third year here, I really thank God for these gifts of persons and moments and memories. You're all my light, whether you are here in Canada or there back home in the Philippines. No words can fully grasp the joy I have inside of me. And as I begin to complete my fourth year here in Canada, I could not ask for anything more from all of you, my lights, other than just your prayers. And I will still have my own light burning bright. That's all. As it flickers with the problems, troubles, confusions, and frustrations I have along the way, please pray that it will not be quenched, that it will be lighted all the more as the going gets rough, as the journey gets dimmer and darker. Pray for me that it will be lighted all the time so that I can share the light, pass it on to others with all my mind, my heart, and soul. Thank you very much. No words can express how happy I am to have met all of you, my friends and family, here in Canada, and bringing along the moments and memories that I have with friends and family back home. Again, all of you is a beacon, my star, and a fireworks that is so worthy to celebrate all the time. Thank you very much. Pray for me.